All right. Let's see. I think we're live. What's up, perps? Give it a few, see who shows, and we're going to look at some more footage from the Trump rally. So we'll see. See what everybody's up to. It's been a few days since I've streamed anything, so. Run Gun, what's up, my brother? How are you? Yo. Goon Bean, brother man. How are you today, brother? Speaking of the goon. Hey, Goon, I love that little EDC light, man. That thing is freaking outstanding. Zainty, what is up? Night Strike. Hold on, Night. I'll link you real quick. I got more, as usual, guys. I got more crazy crap open on my computer. And none of it's midget porn this time. Damn. All the craziness that I've got up. And hell, I'll ask you guys while we're going through this. There's a couple of things. There was some more, not necessarily body cam footage. There was some more cell phone footage that the dude posted. Building a retro AR, nice run. So we're gonna look at more cell phone footage. There's some people saying there's some crazy stuff that they're seeing in this footage that I'm just not seeing.
Yo. Yeah. Anyone who lives in a state that is not banned bump stocks, let me know. I can give you a good price on one. $350 now.
Are we back to that?
Yeah, I'm printing bump stocks. I just got the a design down, so I'm printing those like hotcakes.
Nice. I know these dum-dums in Alabama, I think we're going to try to do it.
Yeah, right.
So we'll see. Hopefully they lay off of it. But hell, I mean, we got that one retard who wants to take away our constitutional carry, so we'll see what that does this year.
You guys have some
some
nuggets. Let's put it that
way. We have ended up with some prize winners for sure.
Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that because we're being civil here.
Well, right now.
Right now, yes.
Yeah, right now we're being civil.
So as I'm 3D modeling, what's on the docket today?
Oh, we are going to look at some more footage from the Trump rally. I don't know. I saw this one the other day, but I haven't been able to stream in the last few days.
I can't find the video of it, but one of the ladies who was sitting behind Trump, okay, stated that behind the bleachers to the right, she saw a gunshot.
Dude,
and there was video of it. I can't find the video now. It's like it's been scrubbed, but there was video that you could see smoke coming out from behind the bleachers.
There was one that you could see. It was where a shot actually went through the bleachers. That was over towards. That was a shot I think that actually went and hit a piece of equipment. They hit the lull that they had with the speakers on it.
Betty Cooper, no promises.
Hey, Mama knows. She already knows. Some days it's going to stay civil. Some days it ain't. Just depends. But this first footage is a guy who was on the other side of the fence over there at the building that the shooter was on top of.
I want to mention something. Did you see? I think it was yesterday or the day before. The grilling that the defense that the FBI stated, it's like we could not see someone on that roof. Well, and people like, well, yeah, if you don't leave the building and you don't look outside, you can't see anybody on that roof. What were you doing in the building instead on top?
Well, we're gonna look at that too. because I still think that the police snipers that were in that building were the ones who originally got shots on Crooks. And that last shot we hear that actually hits Crooks in the head, I think that was taken from, again, it's possible it was taken from one of the police snipers and not one of the Secret Service snipers.
Run gun, that's one way to get alcohol poisoning. That's all I'm telling you.
Is highly possible. But matter of fact, I'll show you why I think that. Where is it? I'm seeing one of these documents. Chuck Grassley has put out a bunch of information on this.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen his grilling of people? He's livid on this.
Oh, Chuck's going at him. Now, let's see.
He's one of the good Chucks in Congress. You know.
Yeah, unlike old Chucky Schumer.
Yeah.
That absolute sleazeball.
There's a couple Chucks that aren't that great in government.
Matter of fact, let me show this.
I mean, I just wanted to mention that on the whole thing because the FBI replied back the other day really hard. They were like, it's like, you were off of drones. Why didn't you take them? Well, I don't know, but I wasn't in charge. Well, you're in charge now. What the hell? You're supposed to come up with answers.
All they're doing is they're trying to throw the local guys under the bus right now. That's exactly what they're doing.
Because they dropped the freaking ball on it. And them not having answers makes it look like they knew it was going to happen.
It's just making them look dirtier and dirtier. And that's one of the reasons they're trying to shove it off on the locals. But if you look at this graphic, and this comes from a part of Chuck Grassley's stuff, this was actually the report from Beaver County, the locals down there. And this is a little bit further into the report, but you see the building where the suspect was on, right? Well, Soy Boy shooter. They were, hold on, let me go up to another one real quick. I'll tell you what, let me just start kind of at the top of this. If I can get my fat fingers to work.
When you're going to have a rally outside, you need to have people look on all buildings surrounding the rally in like a certain radius. Otherwise, you're going to have shit like this that happens.
Well, look at this. So in this graphic right here, the very top of the screen is the building that Soy Boy was on. And there's a Beaver County and a Butler County sniper team up here. There's two guys each window. All right, down here at the long buildings, right by this dirt-looking track, there's a Washington County sniper team and a Butler County sniper team down there. All right, the two sniper teams from the Secret Service that we've seen are the ones that were right behind Trump on these two buildings. So this was kind of the layout of the whole thing. And then you'll see.
Give me a second. Keep going. I got to handle something real quick.
Yeah. And then you'll see their quick response setups, their tactical teams and everything laid out all on this map. And a matter of fact, hold on, I'll throw this in the chat because this was Beaver County's report on this. If you open it up on your own, you'll be able to see everything in a little bit more detail. You know how it is when you're showing something on screen. So this was kind of the layout of the whole security plan. Now, when they start walking through this report,
all right, I'm back.
All right, they start walking through the report. They basically lay this thing out in so many sectors. That's how the security was broken down. All right, and then they give their timeline here. We won't spend too much time on the timeline yet. Yeah, if we end up walking through it. But what they talk about in this timeline is here was your Butler County snipers and your Beaver County sniper teams up here. All right, when they spot the suspect, I think it's the Beaver County sniper. One of them, I don't think it was both, but one of them left his position and went down to the lower floor of the building to actually try to get the rest of the local teams and stuff involved in looking for this guy. The Butler County sniper team never left that position. They stayed. So they didn't just leave that building or leave that floor unattended where they couldn't see that roof. And it starts getting a little bit screwy from there because, I mean, why couldn't he just look out the window and see the dude? Well, he's still looking out at the crowd down here. That was his area of involvement, was looking down at the crowd. It's one of the reasons when we talked about it that for probably the second night that we said this kid came in their blind spot, and he did. He stayed dead in their blind spot after he pulled the gun out. We'll look at some video in a minute where you can clearly see him move across the roof, but he doesn't have the gun out at the time. And I still think the initial guy to engage the shooter was either Butler or Beaver County. And then the shot that finished him off came from down on the long buildings, either from the Butler County guy or the Washington County sniper. And then maybe a shot from the Hercules. I like how it's the Secret Service. It's a Hercules team because they're doing some heavy lifting.
Not in this universe.
No, not in this universe. So this was the original place where that original picture of Crooks came from. Was down here right at the corner of this building. And what you can't see and what we haven't been able to see from a lot of these graphics is this is a big hill that comes up on the end of this building. So this building's kind of down in an impression. Now where Crooks got up on this building, I kept saying it was the AC unit down here by the trees. I guess I'm transposing shit in my brain because that AC unit's actually down here on the other end of the building by the other concourse. And here's the initial pictures of our little buddy. He looks a lot better in his next pictures. But I won't show those again tonight. I mean, they were reports in the text messages where they had seen him. He was looking suspicious. Here's his bicycle with one of his bags. That's not the bags that he had on the roof. The bag he had on the roof was a, oh God, Mr. Guns and Gear had the exact model of that bag. I can't remember what it was offhand. But looking at the compound or looking at the complex down here, his bicycle and bags and everything were right underneath this tree out basically towards the left side of everything. I thought it was out more towards the main parking lot, but it wasn't. And then this is where they talked about, they got into it a minute. You know, they spotted the suspect down here, and then one of the Beaver County guys actually displaced. They said the direction of the suspect was walking back towards this corner, which he could have hit this other AC unit back here. There's another one that one of the guys filmed that was back here. He could have hit that one and then ran across the entire building. So the Butler County or Beaver County guy comes down, and this is the Beaver County sniper they're talking about here, meets with uniformed patrol, and that's when the uniformed patrol officers start actually getting into actively looking for this guy. And then it kind of gives a little bit of a layout on what everybody's areas were, what they were paying attention to at the time. All right, so let's roll to the video. Share this tab. So this video, this guy, like I said, he was.
Oh, sorry.
Him and a bunch of other people are standing right on the fence for the AGR building. This was earlier before the shots. This other guy comes in again. Apparently he worked for AGR. He's trying to run everybody out of there, but it's just a big party going on.
We didn't see any signs.
Damien, what's up, my brother? And of course, hold on, let me shut my camera off again. I forgot.
This guy's kicking everybody out.
Toy Town, how you and the kiddos, brother?
Dude.
Is off to his right now. You see this guy go down there trying to raise hell at everybody and kick him out.
This guy's raging.
Then the video cuts out. He kills the sound on it because they're playing music in the background. And when he posted this to YouTube, he was getting copyright strikes.
It wasn't me.
But now he's going to walk down the other side of this guy. And you see this guy in the gray shirt coming down here raising hell. He said this.
Uh-oh, we lost Coop. Well, you know, waiting for Coop to get back. Yeah. Let's see who's out there. Goombie was out there. Run Gun Business is out there. Xanti's out there. Betty Cooper's out there. Let's see. Damien. What's going on, Damien? Blue Curtain Burners out there. Toy Town is out there. Thanks, guys, for jumping in. And yeah, we got to wait for Coop to get back before we can get through the rest of this. I don't have access to do screen sharing. Here he is. All right, let's go.
Country ass internet, kids. But yeah, I think the FBI guy lied under oath a couple times. So, all right, let me try this again. Let me shut my camera off again. We'll get back to this, and hopefully, my country ass internet will hang out. Matter of fact, let me get rid of a couple other things. Maybe I can, even though the video wasn't playing in it, maybe it's kind of dragging things. So what we were talking about is the dude in the gray shirt running around here trying to kick everybody out. The guy who filmed this said he thought the dude in the gray shirt went back to his truck, got a gun, because he said he stuffed something black down into like the front of his pants, and then came back. And that's when everybody started screaming for the cops, and then the cops come down here near the fence. And I think that dude ends up leaving after that. And there's no sound here. He's got the sound cut out because they were playing music. Good deal, Damien. Which one did you get? One of these days, I might break down and do a tax stamp. One of these days. I see the cop at the fence talking to everybody. Like I said, I think old buddy in the gray shirt ended up leaving after that. I don't think he wanted anything to do with the fuzz being there. But these guys are just partying, man. They've got a good view of Trump from the fence. There's, I don't know how many people all around this building. Come on, connection. Jesus Christ.
Yep.
California Ford, what's up, chick? The ABA 10, nice. Got a list of suppressors you need to buy, don't we all? I haven't been in a hurry to pull any tax stamps. And now, just a little bit in the video, because he's just kind of showing basically the layout of the rally and stuff right now, and he's trying to get some video of the rally and get video of Trump. The sound will come back in. All right. And just to, God, my internet's acting crazy as shit. So right now, it's been reported that dude's up on top of the building. That's why you see all the cops trying to spread out, get a view at the top of the building. You hear people in the background asking, "What the fuck?" But this dude, you got to imagine, when Crooks fired his shots, he fired dead over this dude's head. Well, this guy and everybody else, because there's all kinds of people down here.
There's fucking cops surrounding this whole entire fucking building right now.
There's 4 stacks that come up right here. Crooks is to the right side of those. Now, there have been people saying something about a window busted out down here. I haven't seen that in this video. People saying there were muzzle flashes from a window down here. With all these cops running around down here, there's no way someone's pulling shots from a low window.
There's something going on in this building.
Yeah. I mean, when that swings, there's no busted out BS windows down here.
Oh my God. There's somebody in this building.
Should have grabbed my damn, which I might in a sec. I need to grab my phone cord. Yeah, because my damn phone's on 20%.
Wait, you don't have your gun on you?
No, I said I need to grab my phone cord. My gun's sitting right there.
Oh,
I can hit it with my elbow.
because I got mine. 320.
Oh, well, there's a few laying around right here.
Yeah, no, I've got an AK, a FAL, a faux M16.
Oh, and I'll show you. I got my receiver bent and welded for the set me.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
How's it look? Send me a picture later when you have time.
Man, I'll show it on stream. Well, I know, maybe not show it on stream.
That's why I say send me a picture later when you have time.
Yeah, not on crack tube anyway.
Because
all right, the shoot will happen in just a sec, but listen to the difference in the sound from this one, from the other microphone, and then there's another one we'll listen to, or another one we'll watch where the sounds are a bit different too. Everybody's starting to react now.
You're so small, bro. I don't know what's going on.
no one knows what's going on. Hold on, rewind that real quick.
And
Like
then
30
that
seconds.
shot. Yeah, well, let's listen to the whole string of shots.
Because it sounded like there was 2 different rifles there.
There is.
Make
There's
yourself small,
3,
bro. I don't know what's
I
going
think.
on.
You hear that quick kind of 5 shot, and then you hear another snap behind that. I think that's Beaver County putting a round into it. Beaver or Butler, one of the two, put a round into him. Then you wait so many seconds, and then you hear the last snap where one of the other snipers finally domed him.
Right. No.
That's that final shot.
Because it's not, the more I hear it, it sounds like there's 2 or 3 rifles instead of just 1 or 2. You know, like the last sniper shots, and
I
then
think there's 3.
because it sounds like there's 3 different rifles.
Because I think he
He got a
think he
couple
was
shots off at
shooting.
the beginning,
Beaver Butler
and some-
County shot at him.
And then maybe a sniper
and
shot
then
at him as well.
Beaver Butler got a shot on him. Yeah. And then a sniper finished him. And the reason people are freaking out, oh, there's this second shooter
Get down.
shooting at Trump. It not
Yeah, just get down. Get behind this tree. With
those
me.
shots
Get
were
behind this tree.
basically in the
Get behind this
direction,
tree, guys.
but they were crooks.
No,
they
no,
weren't
no.
at Trump.
I'm just safe back here. Here. Here.
That dude off.
Did they pick him off? Holy shit, guys.
What happened
That's
over here?
fucking
He
crazy.
got shots off.
Big poof of hair. And you can hear the crowd ramp up in the background now, because when they started calling shooter down, that's when Trump got up.
I don't know. Maybe we should just fast forward to Trump, you know, just triumphantly leaving the
This is fucking
the event.
crazy, dude. I can't believe I got off.
What was that?
You know, do you have footage of Trump leaving the event?
I'd have to pull it. I know it's some that we watched. Matter of fact, we'll go. Hell, if we run through it tonight, we'll run through the original video.
Because I've never seen someone almost get assassinated, you know, leaving in that fashion.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Matter of fact, one of the videos we're going to look at after this is actually Crooks moving across the rooftop. So yeah, we'll listen to the rest of this one. That way everybody can kind of get a feel of what the cops were doing, how they reacted to everybody. And then the next one we'll watch, the top of this building. You'll see Crooks actually move across the top of that building, moving from left to right.
Kill confirmed. He said.
Kill confirmed?
He said kill confirmed.
And remember, those are cops right there, local cops talking about kill confirmed, right? You got to catch this. They're saying that the Secret Service and the local cops weren't on the same radio channels. So I think when he's getting that report of kill confirmed, it's actually Beaver County up in that window that's telling him Crooks is down. Beaver, Butler, one of the two. It's a BB. And you see them, they're walking through, they're looking in each one of those windows when they walk past. All those windows are solid. Nothing's open, nothing's busted. But there were still some people saying, oh, there were shots out of one of the first floor windows. No, there weren't. Not that I can see.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Now you can start to see all the cops start to stack up down here, coming around the building. And then these guys right here actually looking to get on top of the building.
Uh-oh.
Got the wifey on the phone.
He was
Hey, babe.
on the roof.
Hey, baby.
Streaming. But
Here, pal. Are you law enforcement? You are? You're not.
Okay. Video's over. Coop is still on the phone. Anyways. Coop, play the next video. Oh boy. We waiting on this one. Hmm. Tell us a story, Night Strike. No, I'm not the piano man. I can't. It's either Butler or Beaver County or something. I have no idea. But those are the two, yes. Hmm.
Can I just
Give me just
Are
a
you
sec,
back?
guys.
talk to the gunsmith?
Yeah, just give me just a sec.
We're waiting on Coop. So he said, "Give him a second." So it's a second.
Yeah, give me just a sec. 3 seconds.
Okay. Hmm. He's dealing with the wife on the phone. Oh noes. So what else is going on?
Yeah. Had to deal with the wife. Give me a sec, kiddos. We're gonna find the next video I want to show you guys. This is one with crooks getting set up on top of the building. And this one, let's see. Murphy's Law, what's up, brother? I didn't say hi when you came in. And Johnny Propane, what's up, Johnny Propane?
Johnny Propane and Murphy's Law. And Xanthi Misfits out there too.
Share this tab. I think I said hi to Zany. If I didn't say hi to Zany, what's up, my brother?
And California Ford 44 is out there.
I said hi to Ford. I called her when she came in. So let's make that a little larger here. But this one, It's taken from actually, I think it was one of the dudes who got shot that took this video. I don't think it was a dude who got killed, but it's one of the ones who got wounded that took this video. And if you're looking at Trump, if you look directly above Trump along the roof line, you see Crooks moving across the roof. Now, what you have to understand is, and the reason he didn't get dropped right then is because he still had his gun in his bag. Once he got over by the tree, that's when he pulled the gun out of the bag, got everything set up, and that's when everybody started screaming, he's got a gun. All right, let's roll this beautiful bean footage.
All right, everybody, welcome back here to Live Now from Fox. We do have some new video that was obtained by Fox.
Now, remember those 4 stacks right there? Those are what you see from the other video where everybody was standing and all the windows are down low. And it,
Right.
Video throws distances off real bad. So it's hard with like a wider angle lens to actually tell where everything's situated. But that building with the 4 stacks back here, that is the building that Crooks is on. The high building that you see off on the left, right above the arm for the oh fuck, I forget what that thing's called. Is it a combine? I think it is combine. It actually dumps grain into the cars or grain into the trucks as they're actually harvesting grain. But that building that you see right by that red arm right there, that is the building that the snipers were in. Bob, what's up, my brother? Is it Murphy's birthday? Murph, happy birthday, brother, man.
Yep. Happy birthday, Murph. If that's true.
Yeah. And if you watch again, you watch the top of the building, they'll play it a couple times in this clip. You'll see Crooks actually moving across the top of that building.
News Digital just moments before the Donald Trump
They see him
shooting.
popping up to the right side of those stacks. He's looking
by one of the victims in this attack here. So we want to play that out.
I think he actually moved down further on the building.
Now from Fox again, this
that was one
in the July 13th assassination attempt against
right
former
there.
President Trump shows a figure moving across the roof of the American Glass Research Building there, the AGR building, just minutes before the gunfire rang.
And you see him, he's just jogging along like he's out on a freaking stroll.
Out at a Trump's rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. In the video taken at 6:08 p.m. on July 13th there. So just 3 minutes before this shooting, the person appears on the roof of the building adjacent to where Trump is speaking and can be seen walking from the 1 minute.
I wish they would give us the entire videos of this instead of just these retarded damn clips, though. Because you see him go down, you see him pop up over the roof line, but he actually moves down further before he puts the gun together and then tries to slide over the roof and do the shooting. Because where he pops up that last time, I don't think is far enough down towards the end of the building. It wasn't much further that he moved down.
Second mark to the about the 250 second mark. Officials believe the gunman Thomas.
But it was a little bit further. That's him. They popped the red circle up again. That's him peeking over the roof. I don't think he had his gun put together at that point. He's just getting set up. So basically, and the reason that kind of matters is the snipers. Let me see. I'm going to kill that one, but there's another one. Where's it at? Again, I got so many freaking tabs open. Which ain't helping my connection any, but most of these aren't videos, so where's my pictures? No, that's the whole report. And this one's, let me share this one. So this one it basically shows where all the Beaver and Butler County snipers, the areas or the directions they were responsible for. And one of the ones my ass drew up on Google Maps wasn't far off from this, as far as the areas that these guys were looking. There's another graphic, and this is from the Beaver and Butler County report, but there's another one that kind of shows the areas that the Secret Service snipers were responsible for. And it's just that area where he laid down to do his shooting right above that concourse was just a big ass damn blind spot. And there's no excuse for that shit. No excuse. And remember, snipers aren't set up, with their gun poking out of the damn window. They're set up like this. Back into the room a little ways. Typically, gun kind of camouflaged. They can't see anything directly, right under the building unless they stick their heads out. He's overlooking the crowd. I think that was one in the end of the building. This guy is looking more kind of in the direction. Trump, I think, would actually be off to his left, I think, the way that's set up, because that's the fence for AGR. And this guy, I think, was probably one of the first ones that spotted old Soy Boy Sniper, because he was walking right down here, kind of in the lower part of his view. But you see, these rifles, these I don't think are the 300 Win Mag. I think these are all 308s.
Yeah, but the problem is they're in the building, not on top of the building.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Now,
I hate to say it, but maybe they should have been in the building and on top.
yes.
And maybe that would have stopped anybody trying to do anything.
Well,
Oh,
even
but
Bob,
no, that would make too much sense. And the government never does anything that makes sense.
yeah. Well, even Bob said if you took Bart Mall Cop and stuck him up on that building and gave his ass a lawn chair and a cooler,
He would have run that dude over with his Segway.
yeah, and it would have been done. But no, they leave a massive blind spot.
Yeah.
Let me see. There's another video I wanted to show. I got. There's so many videos. Hold on. I don't want to do this. I'll do this here. I go to playlists. Hold on. That they better be posting these in kind of reverse order, because if not, then some of my shit didn't fucking post. No, it's got it. So let's see. That was the one, I think, with him running across the top of the building. No, well, that's another one. Okay, hold on. All right, this one. This one is everybody kind of partying around the AGR building. And just for a reference, let me find a picture. Where's my pictures?
I would say, but then I get in trouble.
Yeah, probably. Let me show this tab real quick. This video of these people, they're standing over here basically where the Beaver County sniper would have been covering. Right here at the end of the building in these trees.
Mm-hmm.
is where these folks are standing. La da da da.
That's what they say.
Yeah, someone's on top of the roof. Look.
Well, you see him right there at the end of the building. This is after he got on top of the building and he'd already went down and tried to get in place. And I'm thinking the air conditioning unit that he climbed up was right here on this end of the building. He got up there, and then we see him running basically left to right on top of the building. I think that's where he got up.
There he is right there.
And then you'll hear the,
Right there, see
I
him?
think we'll hear the shots and
down.
everything on this
Yeah,
one.
he's like,
He's laying down right there, putting the, basically, I think he has the gun together right there. That may have been him when he rolled over and pointed at the cop. And the cop dropped off the roof.
and down.
'Cause it's about that time.
What's happening?
Because if we do, we're gonna make America better than ever before. We're gonna make it.
Yeah, look.
There he is.
Because we have millions and millions of people in our country that shouldn't be here. Dangerous people, criminals. We have criminals. We have we have people that should not be here.
About this same time in the videos where you hear
Okay.
the cops on the other side of the building from the initial video start screaming gun and running around like lunatics.
They're telling
Yeah.
people he's up there. So why isn't law enforcement getting their fucking guns out, going up there and saying, "Don't move"? You
Well,
know,
remember there was a
Fuck-
cop that tried to
fucking
get up on the roof
law.
with him. Yeah. There was
You
a
know,
cop that tried to get up on the roof with him. He pulled the gun on the cop. The cop dropped off the roof, cut his hand, and that comes in important later. The Beaver County and Butler County snipers are having to get their shit and readjust to acquire him right now.
I hate to say it, at this point, if he's on a roof with a gun, then law enforcement should shoot him first and ask questions later.
Yeah. But at that time right there, no one's got line of sight on him.
And I know that sounds wrong, and I shouldn't say it like that, but the problem is that what do you think he's going to do with that gun? He's probably going to shoot someone.
Yeah, well, there's no doubt. Once they saw the gun, it was fair game.
He's not supposed to be up there with it in the first place.
No, once they saw the gun, it was fair game. And this picture kind of shows something real quick. Down here at the bottom left of the screen, you see the AC unit, and then you can see the unistrut that's holding the piping onto the building. Once he stepped up there and then stepped off on that hallway, it was an easy shot to the top of the building. No pun intended. And then that's where I think he comes up this side, runs down the other end of the building.
Hey, Sam.
Puts the gun together, slaps two pins, and then basically really quickly, and we've got all the time in the world to pause this shit and look at it, but it basically happens within just a few seconds where he points the gun at the cop drops off the roof, then he scales up a little bit, pokes his head above the roof cap, and then starts doing his Toy Boy sniper routine. So let's see. Hold on. Pause that. Let me back up one. Sam, my brother, what's going on?
Bob is out there saying, on the opposite side of the area where the door is,
Hey, while we're
you think he got on the roof. On the opposite side is a ladder hiding behind the bushes. Yeah.
The Atlantic, maybe the Pacific.
Yeah, someone's on top of the roof. Right there.
If I was a cop, I would have gone up there with a gun saying, "Don't move."
yeah.
If you
it would
move,
have
you
been-
shoot him.
it would have been
or is that
extremely
wrong?
simple at that point.
Is that wrong for me to think like
No,
that?
I mean, cops shoot people for a lot fucking less. Bob, what's up, brother? And then we got Mr. Knives stepping in. Warsaw, what's happening, brother? So, welcome to another impromptu, didn't plan on stream.
Yeah, that happens often.
Where
here.
Actually, yeah, pretty much. You guys know. That's why I don't have a scheduled show, man. I just jump into this whenever I can.
It's true.
Let's see. Hold on. Was this one? This one, I think, is the reaction of the crowd when he was up on the building when the shooting actually started. No, that's bullet trajectory. Hold on. My freaking connection was not being a douchebag.
Yeah, don't count on that.
No, I never count on that. Because every time I plan on my connection actually, working and doing its thing, it just goes to absolute shit. So
It's true.
it's very true. So you hear, and you can hear it kind of better in that one. You hear the 3 shots, you hear the 5 shots, and then you hear another single shot that sounds completely different. And I think that was that suppressed shot where one of the Beaver County or Butler County guys put a bullet in him. And then it waits a couple seconds, and then you hear that final suppressed shot where one of the other snipers engaged him.
He's on top of the roof. Don't go over there.
See, that was the final shot. Let me roll that back. We'll listen to that again. Hold on.
And you know, that's a little
Stay under here. He's on top of the roof. Don't go over there.
That was it. That was the actual one that put him down.
Yeah.
So listen to that. When you hear 3 shots, you hear 5 shots, you hear a 6th shot, and then you hear the last shot. And I'm not so sure in that quick string of 5 shots if there wasn't another shot kind of mixed in with it.
I'm not so sure either.
But I'm still contending that either Beaver or Butler County put the zappage on the dude, and he was rolling around on the roof wounded, and then one of the other snipers got the headshot on him. That's how I believe this works. And that's why people are running around to say, oh, second shooter. There was a second person shooting in that area, but it was Beaver County or Butler County putting rounds into crooks. It wasn't a second person shooting at Trump.
It's on the roof, buddy.
You hear him in the background. They blew his head off.
I just seen his hair go up. They shot him in the head. Holy fuck.
Well, if they hit anybody over there.
Did he pull up the shot?
He number of shots.
I thought that was us.
No, that was him. The first 3 shots were him.
And see that Beaver County or Butler County sniper up in that second floor, if they got up to the side a little bit and pied that window, they would be able to get a shot on him in the body easy. They wouldn't have to stick out of the window and do anything crazy. If they pied that window enough, they'd be able to get a shot on him. Gabber, what's up, brother, man?
He's on the roof right there. He's right there on the roof.
And so you can hear the crowd noise pick up in the background. And again, that's Trump actually getting up.
seen someone do that stupid shit here.
This is in front of the Butler Memorial Hospital here.
I didn't see this
Just got
part.
everything blocked off.
Now, 300 Win Mag don't play, but I don't think he got hit with a 300 Win Mag. I think about every shot that hit him was a damn 30 or a 308. Let's see. See if my crazy computer will cooperate. Is it? Which one is it? Let me see. That was trying to see whether this is the one. We'll look at it. Because there's another one where this dude's talking. The police actually contact him. He's sitting in his car later. And you guys can look this up. Dwayne Stewart. He's the one who was actually there. He's the one who filmed all this. Trying to see. Let me jump ahead in this. Because right now he's just kind of filming what the cops are doing. See the sniper teams up top just looking around. So this is 5:38 to 6:06. So this is all before the shooting. All the security mulling around. Don't think this one's anything drastically important. Besides the fact this was his view from where he was standing. You can see the crowds and everything back here. Yeah, I don't think that one showed anything majorly important. I might end up having to go to this guy's channel and pull this other video. This was the original one we watched.
Oh, sorry. We didn't see any signs.
We saw that one already.
Because, yeah, that's why I stopped that one. Let me see. God damn it, computer. Piece of crap internet. Let's see. Should be this one, I think. Yeah, it should be this one. I just kind of want to listen to this one. Now, there's some talk about blood in the bathroom on the first floor of the building. But remember, one of the cops fell trying to hold on to the side of the building and cut his hand apparently pretty damn bad. I believe that's where that blood in the first floor came from. After everything's said and done, he moves into the building to try to clean his hand up before they actually transport him to the hospital. Because in the body cam footage where they're standing on the roof talking, you hear the cops talk about one of the law enforcement officers was injured and was transported to the hospital. That's what happened. But this, I think this is part of the parking lot footage. Then it shows where they take his phone And then there's a big conversation that's a couple days later, I think on the 18th, where the cops contact him. They've still got this phone at that point, and then they start running through what all happened that day. And why this dude is so shaky with a phone?
Because he doesn't know what he's doing.
This should make your average person seasick. Yeah, well, but this is 6/18, so this is right after the shooting.
Because he doesn't know how to do videos. That's the problem.
The Secret Service guy already talked to me. He got my ID. The Secret Service guy got my ID. Yeah, the guy in the suit got my ID.
And yeah, I think it was on the end of that other video. You see the Secret Service guy come through the fence, starts collecting IDs and all that shit.
Yeah, I won't. Well, somebody told me to get the fuck out of here.
No, you're not going anywhere.
All right, yeah. Well, one of your guys told me to get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, and then.
And there was reports them saying possible second shooter and stuff. I hadn't seen any evidence of a second shooter. Nothing that actually even begins to convince me of a second shooter. Not shooting at Trump.
And stay. Bro, I was in the middle of that shit up there. Oh my god, that's crazy. Yeah, I was behind that tree right there.
Get behind the tree.
Yep, I got you, bro. I'm gonna stay here, bro. Yep. Stay. Yeah, he wants you to stay. We're staying, bro. We're staying. We're getting covered.
Okay.
I got your back, bro. Don't worry. Yeah, don't worry, bro. I got you.
I gotta give it to the cops at some point, man. They have no idea what in the hell really just happened, but either way. Bob, in the initial video we watched, if I slowed it down and looked at it, you'd be able to see the top of the water tower. There was nobody on that water tower. There was nobody on that water tower. And the angle of the shots that would have been coming from the water tower make no sense.
This
When
is
you
fucking
factor it
crazy,
into
dude.
The people that actually
This is
got hit,
crazy.
those shots don't make any sense.
That's wild because it was popping off, bro. Was he on that roof right there?
Remember, this is right after the shooting. They're still trying to figure out what the hell went on, if there's anybody else involved.
What's that? Yeah. The Secret Service guy took a picture of my ID. I already talked to him. He told me just to get cover. Okay. Yeah. Don't worry, bro. I got your back. I'm on your side. Don't worry. Yeah. I was just trying to get a picture of Trump, and then
why it's tough to believe that right now, though, right?
no. I got you, bro. I got you. Yeah. I got you.
Let's see the cops telling them. You understand why that's hard to believe right now, dude.
What? He's not shooting at you guys, so I would assume that he's okay. If someone, unless someone has a gun and they're pointing it at you, then they're not on your side.
Yeah, I mean, he's standing there. He's been there the entire time. He's been videoing, just like everybody else.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, man. Cops are goddamn retarded. They really are.
They are sometimes.
You're cool. We're cool, bro. I got family in law enforcement. My sister's a park ranger. Okay. Yeah, we're cool. Military family.
This is a lot different now.
I got you.
Situation's just totally changed.
Totally understood, bro. Totally understood.
Yeah.
Just,
You know,
man, you got me out armed for sure. I'm not even armed. Yeah, I have a knife on me. Secret Service guy said it was cool in my waistband.
That cop should just tell people go to a certain location and we'll go through all of you instead of you know, tell them go over here where these other people are and stay there until we can get a situation of what's going on. That way we can go through everybody, you know, and that's what they should do. They should be doing crowd control, but they're not. They're just fucking around.
Yeah, and eventually they do, and he talks about it some because that's where his phone gets confiscated in a minute. But he talks about it some. They initially basically got everybody in one area, started interviewing people, but even at this point, any fucking person with half a damn brain can tell this dude is just a bystander.
Yeah, bro. Cool.
You mind going wait up by a guy in the yellow shirt?
But yeah, I got you, bro.
Cool.
I
What's
figured
up, my
the
brother?
tree was better cover, just in case dude's still popping off, man.
Go by there. Go behind the vehicle then.
Shit. All right. All right. This guy's telling me to move over here.
He got shot at.
I got shot at
Guy in a
too.
white shirt.
I got shot.
No, dude, you didn't get shot at. You had shots fired over your head. Trump got shot at.
At too. I got it on video.
He did.
Behind this car.
Yep.
You a cop? You a cop? No. All the boys in my hockey team are cops.
I got family law enforcement too. I got. Yeah, I'm on your side, bro.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
You with him?
He's all right. Yeah, sir, come here, sir. He's cool, bro. My friend, come here. My friend, come here.
That guy don't listen. Don't get the hell out of here. This guy right here, sit down.
I would love to see a lot more of this cell phone footage of this.
Right, but the cops really should have just rounded everybody up and told them,
I got you.
"Sit right here until we have an understanding of what's going on." And they're not doing that. They're just dicking around.
Yeah, and this I think is where they take his phone.
Well, they shouldn't be taking his phone.
Okay. To get the guy, but he ducked over there and I couldn't see him. On the roof. We couldn't get on the roof. All right. Yeah, we just gotta clear this up. I don't know if you're involved.
I'm not involved.
He said that guy said he was shot at in a white shirt.
I got the shooting on video. I got all the shots on video. I was recording Trump coming out and everything. I got it all on video. Yeah.
They may have just borrowed his phone to copy the data.
And this guy over here in the white shirt.
Well, where it cut off right there, that's where dude, he says it later. Dude took his phone, knocked his hat off, stepped on his hat. I think this is where it goes to.
Did he intentionally step on his hat, or was he?
For the way, and I know how people are, the way he describes it, dude, was intentional. But we're fixing to listen to it. This is where the cops actually find him. He's parked somewhere, and the cops locate him, and he's sitting out in his car. It's like 10 o'clock at night, and the cops start talking to him.
Where are you staying at, buddy?
Yeah, I was sitting in my car at the gas station parking lot with my front sunshade up for about 45 minutes when I noticed the PSP trooper at my window. I started recording audio from a new phone that I bought specifically for this. When I take my sunshade down, I see he has a PSP Cruiser, or a PSP Cruiser has my car blocked in.
Am I being detained right now?
Yeah.
For what?
Until we give you your, he'll explain. So yes, you can't leave right now.
Why? Oh fuck! You motherfuckers, you're smart. Fuck. No, yeah, I don't know, but you guys are fucking doing something.
No, we're
You
not.
guys are doing something fishy.
We're not.
Yeah, you are.
No, we're not.
Yeah, you are.
They are doing something fishy. They shouldn't be detaining people that shouldn't be detained.
Yeah.
Hey, what did I do wrong? Why'd you guys block me in?
Listen, we need to talk to you.
What are you guys trying to do?
We're trying to get you with the FBI to get your phone back.
Why this time of night? I was already there. I was already at the police barracks earlier, got no answers. I was there yesterday at noon, got no answers. Down at the I drove down to the FBI building myself.
I understand that.
And why are you coming here? How did you even know I was right here?
Because we've been trying to get a hold of you.
How the fuck did you find me here?
We're good at what we do.
What?
We're good at what we do.
No, you're not. Otherwise, he wouldn't have gotten shot.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So here's the way this works. They need to talk to you so we can get this all behind us.
You're not talking to me right now at 10 o'clock at night.
Well, that's what they want to do. That's what the instructions we were given us.
The instructions you were given. Who are you? What's your name? Trooper Glasgow with who?
State Police.
State Police. Troop D? Troop D?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Interesting how they tracked him down. He's
So
sitting at a
we wanted
gas
me to
station
get
parking lot.
A few facts off you, and then we'll try to get something worked out for you to meet up with them tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Are you able to roll your window down a little bit more so I can talk? So I can put my notepad down here. So I'm just trying to get an understanding of, everything that happened that day. I know someone briefly talked to you,
Mm-hmm.
and then they kind of grabbed your phone and said, "Hey, we'll be back to talk to you later." Right?
No, it didn't go down like that.
Okay.
Yeah, one of your boys grabbed my hat off my head, threw it on the ground, stomped on it, said, "Get your stupid fucking hat off your head," threw me to the ground, made me cry. And while I was crying, he said, "Why are you crying, you little bitch?" And I said, "Because they were fucking shooting at me." That little short one, whatever fucking guy you have there.
So, yeah, his account of the story is a little different.
Mm.
It was one of the plainclothes ones. That was one of three the day after. I went in there about 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, as soon as he came out the door, I walked right the fuck out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they
Tell that guy he's an asshole for me. Tell him, yeah, from me. Yep.
Do you recall, like, were you actually attending the?
I was at Sheets. I was at work until 4:30, and I knew I was gonna get in like the front gates because I was hearing from everybody all day through my line that the line was like 2 hours long. So I was like, all right, well, I'll just go chill by the fence. I can go watch from here. I had a clear line of sight. I was like, this is great. Like, this is probably even better than being inside.
Okay. So you decided to just hang out at the fence.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, this is going on in like a gas station parking lot at 10 o'clock at night.
Right. Super shady.
Did you hear about the rally then?
What?
I don't know.
Bro, I'm a cashier at a Sheets.
Listen,
we had to prepare for this rally.
I just talked to
Do you know how much alcohol we sold that day to those people?
yesterday that still hasn't heard about what happened.
Everybody around the AGR building was partying. They didn't
Everybody
have to go
was
metal detectors. They had coolers. They were having a good time.
I'm pretty sure at some point Trump probably had a drink too.
Shit.
That may have been after he got shot, but still.
From everybody, bro. Yeah, from work. Yeah, I mean,
I'd have went and bought a lottery ticket too, even though I had Trump's money.
I would have too.
Because I don't consume news. I don't have social media, so like I don't know. I didn't know Donald Trump was coming until other people were telling me.
He got clipped.
Maybe
Yeah.
10 days before he came, because if I would have knew it was coming, I probably would have requested off work so I could get a ticket to go in, like half my coworkers did. The other half of my store was in there.
Okay. So you would have got a ticket, but you couldn't.
Well, I mean, I just knew I was working, and I would not have been able to get on a whim. I was just like, let me see if I can walk over and watch from the gate, and I couldn't believe how good that view was.
Okay. So when you get off work, you just decided to hang out at the fence.
Oh,
Hell
you posted
yeah.
your channel.
And
Good
then
deal.
You liked the view, so you
Yeah,
didn't. even
all
bother
you guys
trying to
post
get
your channel.
No.
You
Yeah.
know,
Why would I go try to get in when I had one of the best seats in the house, or so I thought? Turned out to be really shitty. My ears were ringing, man.
Oh boy.
And I think it's in this one that they touch on some of the stuff he heard over the radios, like blood in the bathroom and possible
You
second
heard
shooter. But
I mean, obviously you don't have a TV.
I haven't had TV in 20 years. That should have rot your brain, bro.
That's true.
he does smoke a lot of
blurry
weed.
photo. But do you
Nothing
recall
against it.
seeing
Just
this guy
saying.
ever?
No, but what about the red truck guy, the one that was trying to shoo us away from the building? The one was causing fights, trying to fight us all
Outlaw.
an
what's
hour
up,
before
man?
Trump arrived.
Tell me about that.
Well, there was a guy in a red truck, probably early to mid.
That's the dude he's talking. Well, he describes him again. A dude, gray shirt, apparently works for the glass research company. Is out there harassing the shit out of everybody.
2000s Ford Ranger, single cab, bright red, white guy, older, 50s,
Ford
maybe
fucking Ranger.
almost 60, salt and pepper hair, gray shirt, blue jeans, coming up, telling everybody that he owned the building. That was his area. We were all trespassing. We needed to move away from the building. He was getting in people's faces, pointing his finger in old guys' faces. And then he left, pissed off, got in his truck, drove around the AGR building for 20 seconds, and then drove back around. And as he was getting out of his truck, he put something down his pants. And I ran back over to the crowd and I told him, I was like, yo, that guy that was just harassing y'all, I was like, he's coming back and I think he might have a gun or something. This guy's fucked. And he came back and started harassing people even more. So we started waving the police down from the rally
hold up a
area to
second,
come
hold up.
down toward us.
Yeah.
Do you think that guy that he's talking about was actually the owner of that property, or you think that may have been an accomplice?
I think it was just a worker. Just somebody didn't like Trump. Someone didn't like Trump people, and just wanted to give somebody shit.
Because the more I hear this story, it sounds like that guy had that guy wasn't the owner and was possibly trying to get people away from the building so that kid could get up there and do whatever he was going to do.
There were some guys that either Google Earth or something and saw that dude's truck in the parking lot before and after, whether it was drones or whatever. Either way, red Ford Ranger, single cab, whatever. So I think he probably works there, and I think he was just being a douchebag. Because I thought the same thing you were thinking when I first heard that. It was like, maybe this dude was running people off, and then no, I think he was just a fucking douchebag. Chessboard, what's up, brother man? And Miss Vanessa Kitty checking in. What's up, sis?
Us toward the fence, and they came down. They talked to that guy, and
Hold on a second. So this white male, describe him again.
white male, probably 50s, I would say mid 50s range, salt and pepper, long hair, maybe about as long as mine, maybe a little bit shorter.
Shoulder length?
Yeah. Just a gray shirt, and blue jeans, and he had a red truck, and it's a mid to early 2000s Ford Ranger, bright red, a single cab, because I'm pretty sure it was a little thing.
You said mid 2000s.
Yeah, mid 2000s, mid to early 2000s Ford Ranger.
And you said he owned the place?
He was claiming that he owned the place, but I was talking to like this lady named Val. She lives right behind the farm show. She's like, I've lived here forever, and that guy doesn't own this place.
Okay, so he said that they all needed to leave.
That we all need to leave. We're all trespassing. He was just screaming at us, "Get the fuck out of here! Fuck all you people!"
Explain. He drove around the building.
Yeah, like in the parking lot that like almost comes up to the fence line. He got back into his truck, and then he drove her out of sight, and then he came back, and we were like, "What was that about?"
Okay.
Yeah.
What did he do when he comes back?
He kept yelling at people even more, but like he was even more pissed off, but like more confident. And I saw him have something black in his hand, and he shoved it down his pants.
Was this when he came back?
Yes.
He had something black in his hands?
Yeah, yes. And he shoved it down his pants. And I went over to the crowd, and I was like, hey, that guy that was harassing y'all earlier, I think he might have a gun. He's coming back even more angry. So that we started flagging down the police from the rally area.
Yeah, I saw some of that, Chess, and that hearing. And they're full of shit. They're trying to Chess. Right now, the feds, FBI, and Secret Service are trying to throw the local cops under the bus. That's the game they're playing right now.
Well, you know, I hate to say, but from this footage, it seems like people knew that some dude who was not supposed to be up there went and got up on the roof, and they went and told the local law enforcement people that there's some dude going up there doing something. And, you know, if I was local law enforcement, hey, I would probably go and say, yeah, there's somebody up there. Go get him.
Oh, man. I mean, remember.
But nobody did anything.
You had cops running around the building, trying to get a view on top of the building. You had cops that tried to get up to the top of the building, had the gun pointed at them right before the shooting. My biggest question with it is why weren't the snipers in the second floor? Why weren't they reacting to it quicker? Because there's got to be tons of radio chatter at that point. And now the tons of radio chatter could kind of screw things up too.
All right, I gotta go.
Going on, you can't pin it down.
I gotta go. This was good. I wish I could do more, but unfortunately, life is pulling me away. So
hey,
I will see you all later. You take it easy. You take it easy, Coop.
All right, nice try. Take it easy, brother.
Later.
Did he leave at that point?
The police came and talked to him, and then after they talked to him, I think they told him like, "Hey, dude, there's 100 people down here at this fence line. Like, what are you gonna do? Just go, just leave." And then they left.
Who was it? State police or local?
It's on that video. I videoed the interaction between that man and those police officers. I can't believe this crowd control wasn't sent down at that point. It was out of control, that fence line. Okay. There was a freaking horse there.
Yeah, if you watch the video, you see the chick ride through holding the Trump flag, riding the horse.
Was there anything else about this truck, like stickers or anything like that?
I wasn't that close enough. I only saw it from the front, and I just
sign or anything on his shirt.
No, I just know it was like bright red, that candy apple red, like that bright red, and it was like one of those dark gray, just plain shirts, you know, just regular. They just look like a regular dude.
Like around what time do you think this all happened?
It'll be time stamped on the video. You guys have it, yeah.
Tactical Fun. What's up, my brother?
I would say it was definitely before the motorcade arrived for sure, because that's when I started filming. It didn't stop is when the motorcade arrived. But the whole fight and everything between that guy, that was, I'd say, a half hour. I'd say that's maybe 5 o'clock. It was shortly after I arrived. Actually, yeah. I would say it was around 5 o'clock. It was shortly after I arrived. because it took me about a couple minutes to walk across the field right there. Because I left my car at Chiefs. I just walked over.
So did you ever that picture?
Like how this dude, that perimeter was so damn cracked. One, there's I don't know how many people down that fence line, and he just parked his car and walked over. So yeah, in a lot of cases, it sounds like within this that the local cops weren't locking that perimeter down probably like they should have. Trump's definitely lucky to be alive. Dude, if that little moron had hit that roof with a bolt action with decent glass, Trump wouldn't be here. But I think the reason he couldn't do that is because he needed a gun he could break down and carry in his bag. So an AR kind of fit perfect for that. He could pop 2 pins, break the gun down, throw it in his bag, then put it back together when he was on the roof. Chris, what's up, brother, man?
I can't ever recall seeing that guy before. I mean, he does have a face only a mother could love, that's for sure. Like, I would definitely remember if I saw that guy, because like that dude's got a weird looking chin. So yeah, I don't think I'd seen him before.
Talking about Sniper Boy there.
That's the one that got his head blown off, right?
Which one?
The one you showed me a picture of?
What do you mean?
That's the one that was on top of the roof of the building, right?
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, we saw his head hanging there.
So you saw him on the building?
I mean, people were showing me pictures on their phone when we were like in the interview room at the farm show. Like, everybody else had their phones. Yeah, everybody else was like looking up the news media and shit while we were sitting there.
So that's where he's talking about. They basically collect everybody, put them in the interview room, and then started going through witnesses.
Okay.
Oh, then yeah. Some of the people stand outside the farm show. Yeah, like some of the feds, like they were passing pictures around of his blown off head, and like I managed to look over their shoulder and see it too.
Some of the feds,
or whatever black suits, whatever law enforcement was out there. Like, I don't know, they just had suits. They were all passing phones around, showing each other pictures of the dude's head hanging there.
It was a party. All right, Hoppers, get back to the interview here.
What a weird spot fit for an interview. We could have did this at the barracks earlier, man.
No, like I said, that's what I would have liked to have done, but you got kind of upset about it. But it is what it is. Dude, have you ever met or spoke to Mr. Crooks before?
No.
No. Okay.
Get the fuck out of here. You guys think I'm involved?
No, just asking.
That's a weird ass question to be asking, bro. I watched some Law and Order and shit, bro. What?
You've asked everyone.
God. How old is that dude? Like 20, right? That's what I've seen in the news. I've seen snippets. Yeah, trust me. I mean, I've heard from other people I've talked to. I mean, I've gone to stores and everything, and talked to other people.
Do you recall a fellow there in a bright yellow shirt?
Yeah, he was next to me, like the neon green, like traffic cone. Yeah, he was a weird one too.
Okay.
Yeah, he was near me. He was filming too, but then he quit filming and was just kind of standing there.
Okay. Do you know him at all?
Not at all.
You don't
No.
know his name or anything like
if I recall, one of the officers were asking him, Alex maybe said he owned like 9 properties in the area or something like that. And then there was a different guy, the guy that I helped behind the tree whenever the shots were going off. His name was Dave. Yeah, there was a Dave, and then there was a couple there, and then there was a guy with a Gadsden American flag who said that his motorcycle was left in the area there, and he was pissed about that.
Okay.
I forget his name.
So you began this conversation saying something about a second shooter.
Yeah, because when we were first ducking behind when they moved us all from the back of the AGR building, and Homeland Security and the other guy with the long gun moved us over to the township police car to take cover there. The door was open and we could hear the radio communications, and they said shooter dead on the roof, and then they said we breached the building, there's blood in the bathroom, second shooter on the loose.
Yeah, and that's a lot of radio chatter from police who don't know jack shit about what happened then. They're still trying to figure it out. I don't see that as any proof of there being an actual second shooter. Again, talking about the cop who got his hand cut, interacting with the roof, trying to get up on top of the roof. I think that's where that blood's from. And there, as many times as people have said it, with the few videos that we've watched, I don't see any broken windows on the ground floor, nothing like that where someone would have got cut, where there should have been blood. The only other option I had for that, kids, is the sniper that actually put the original holes in Crooks, the Beaver County sniper. Over penetration, pop holes in the roof, and it's part of Crooks dripping down there. That's the only other explanation I have for that besides the cop with the cut hand.
So, because like if the guy climbed the building and shot from there, like how was there blood found inside of a bathroom inside that building?
Again, because the cop with a cut hand.
So there had to have been a second shooter, right? That got shot or something.
You got moved to another building by who?
Moved to another area by Homeland Security. I got the cuffs taken from behind me to the front by Homeland Security.
Okay.
And then when we got moved over to township police were like, Dave? And I'm like, yeah, please take these cuffs off me. And they took the cuffs off me. And then they moved us across the street. And then they were like, this is even a horrible spot over here.
Yeah, well, the thing was, Vanessa, there were no signs of broken windows on the second or on the first floor. No signs of shots coming from the first floor in any of these videos. I mean, and I'm not saying I'm completely against the theory of a second shooter, but I got to see something more concrete than what we've looked at. I mean, when we look at it, all the cops are down there on the first floor walking around the building when the shooting happened. Just that nothing looks like Coop. It wasn't a space later murder hornet. Yes. Dude, Kennedy in that hearing was out, which he normally is in the hearings. Kennedy is outstanding. We might have to watch that.
If the dude wants to shoot out the windows, get in the trunk of our car over here and we'll drive you to the farm show.
Okay. So what was it that you overheard on the radio?
That there was shooter dead on the roof, and then they were clearing the building and they found blood in the bathroom, and they said suck it.
And remember, here's another thing to think about, guys. On the body cam where the second group of officers gets to the building, they knock on the door to get a cop to open the door before they can talk to him and then gain access to the roof. So I'm pretty sure the bottom end of that building was locked down.
Second suspect at large or something like that or whatever. I don't know. But blood was found in the bathroom. Remember that for sure. Because that's what had us freaked out, because that's what the cops were telling us. Like, hey, the second shooter's still around here. So, like, let's move from this point over to this point where it's safer. And then they're like, well, it's not safe over here. Let's take you over here.
So you didn't actually see any potential second shooter.
No, I assume the red truck guy was, because what I thought was when the shots were going off, I thought it was the red truck guy shooting us for being along his fence.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't know who the red truck, that guy's name is or anything?
Hell no. If I knew, I'd tell you.
Obviously, he's throwing enough shade at him.
His picture's on the video. I got a close up of his face.
Oh, that guy?
Yeah.
So there was some surveillance footage that indicated you and the subject might have communicated at one point. Do you recall that at all?
What?
Now that's interesting. I don't think I picked that up the first time I listened to this. Apparently, they said they had footage of Crooks being in close proximity to this dude. Now, do I believe they were involved together? No. Crooks was walking through the crowd at certain points. He was bumping into every damn buddy.
Yeah.
No way. Let me see it.
I don't have it with me.
Well, fuck. We'll have somebody text it to you.
Okay. Well,
I want to see that shit. Yeah, are you serious? I was within inches from this guy?
Potentially.
No way. Wow. Not only was I like a feet from the muzzle, I was fucking inches from the fucking guy beforehand. Good Lord. I'm going down in the history books, my friend. Good fuck. God damn it. This sucks. What? This is blowing my mind right now, bro. Holy shit. I can't believe you just told me that. Oh my God.
Yeah, so
great.
And remember, like I said, and they've got footage of it where Crooks is basically walking through the crowd. There's footage of Crooks where you can see him kind of walking down that fence line. So he was bumping into everybody in that damn crowd. So it doesn't surprise me that they'd say, "Oh, we had video. Crooks, within feet of you." No, it doesn't surprise me. He was within feet of a lot of people.
Hey, if I couldn't already sleep, now you lay that on me. Oh my God.
do you have a way of us getting a hold of you?
No. Well, however you found me now, do that again.
So they would like for you to come to the FBI building in Pittsburgh at 10 to pick your stuff up.
Yeah, all right. I'll be there. I'll be there.
You'll just go to the gate, talk to the security guard, tell them that you were told to come there.
At 10 a.m.? God damn it, man. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to fall asleep until 2. Shit. Now that you told me that shit. Oh, my God. Oh. At 10 a.m., really? Oh.
Okay.
All right.
Give me a few minutes here.
Oh.
And remember, they're in a gas station parking lot.
This is fucking crazy, bro. Oh, man. Oh.
We should get your stuff back tomorrow, though.
Yeah. I
Yes,
don't get my
that's all
sanity
that-
back.
yes.
Shit, dude.
Yeah. Stroke and Page, they're paying them. It is freaking crazy. I think Lisa Page was getting 800,000 and Strzok was getting like $1 million and some change. I think is what Kennedy said in that hearing. We might watch Kennedy's stuff in a minute.
Ah.
Yeah, 1.2. That's what it was.
Fuck.
I don't think we've only got a minute or two of this. We'll watch the rest of it, listen to the rest of this, and then I'll throw out a link and we'll get a couple people in chat and shoot shit. And we'll watch Kennedy. Now, why this dude was at the gas station with his sunscreen up at 10 o'clock at night, I don't know. Maybe he was crashing there. I don't know. How the cops tracked him down? Probably his license plate. And you're not talking about big town here, so it wouldn't be that hard if you had the model of a car and a license plate to track him down.
All right, 10 a.m. That work?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. They're expecting you. So,
Just go up to the same gate I went to before.
I don't know. Did you go to the front gate?
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, 10 a.m. Okay.
Did you get that video?
What video?
The video of me being near the dude? I want to see that
I
shit.
can't get on my phone.
Well, when can I come see it? Can I come up to the barracks tomorrow too after I hit up the FBI? I want to see that.
It's not at the barracks.
Oh, who has it?
I don't know. I don't know if it was on.
Oh, well, if the FBI has it, I'll ask them. Yeah, for sure. That's crazy.
Okay. Well, you try to get some sleep tonight.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Yeah, that'll be real easy.
All right, so that was that. Let me turn this on. I'll kick an invite out in the chat. And you guys, you guys tell me, you guys got any other theories about what went on? Do you think there's a second shooter? Do you have any video that made you believe there was a second shooter? If you do, throw it out. Let's look at it. I don't see it. This little retard, between his drone footage and walking around scouting the joint, I think he just about pulled it off. That and the absolute ineptitude of the government, whether it's state or federal, to protect anybody. I think he was damn close to killing Trump. Murph, and there probably could have been. I'm just saying that there's not enough evidence from what I've seen to really go in that direction. It's like people have talked about he had overseas accounts or something like that. Dude, anybody with a computer can get an overseas account. Now, if you could point and say, hey, he had overseas accounts and there were millions of dollars just put in his account before this happened from an unknown source, then I'd be like, yeah, that's fishy as fuck. And they've talked about him using encrypted messaging. Well, I use encrypted messaging. I use Signal just to talk to my mom. So the government can and will take anything they see and blow it out of proportions. They do it constantly with everything. They very well could have been, Vanessa. This is the government we're talking about, be it state or local or federal or local. They very well could have been. They could have been pulling PUD when they were supposed to be pulling, Overwatch. Maybe they fucked up on the Overwatch and just thought I'm over here, so I'm going to watch. I don't know. I haven't seen anything that really leads me to believe like giant conspiracy. bullet photo looked too flat to the stage and podium to be coming from the roof. Yeah, dude, the elevations on those buildings and stuff weren't far off from one another. So the way that terrain is, it works out. Jova, what you know good, my brother? But yeah, the way the terrain is in that area, and you don't see it until, I mean, you look at 4 billion videos of shit like this. How kind of hilly and slopey a lot of that terrain was, to where Trump was at was very on, especially on a trajectory like that, wasn't some massively downward aim shot. And that's why the trajectory of the shots that hit Trump that actually hit spectators behind him, that's why those bullet trajectories work. It's if he was on a 4-story building, it wouldn't work that way. That's why the shots from the water tower don't work. It's a too high an angle of shot. Not to mention the angle from Trump. If dude had shot from there and missed, people right in front of Trump, probably a little off, well, the way he was facing, a little off to his left, someone directly kind of in front to the left of Trump would have been hit. And I don't see it. The short sale stuff that people have talked about, I don't see that. Because if Trump had actually gotten taken down, I don't see his stock dropping. I think it goes to the roof. You wouldn't have had enough damn Trump sneakers to supply everybody if Trump had actually gotten hit. I knew I threw that link out there. Hold on. Let me pin that. All right, that's pinned. So the link's open, kiddos. And we're just kind of shooting the breeze now. And if anybody's got a freaking theory you want to go over or you want to try to convince me of, okay, come in. We're just going to hang out till the wife gets home, then I'm going to go cook dinner. So this is now the bullshit part of the stream. Murph, take it easy, brother. We'll catch you on the next one, man. Be cool and don't overcook your ribeye. Medium rare. That's as much as you go. Medium rare. Anything over medium rare is a bad steak. Yeah, Bob, we showed that one. And that's directly in line with, I think, one of the 3 initial shots on Trump. And it might have been the one, I think it's one of the ones that injured one of the spectators. I can't remember the name of that one, but it basically, that round went through him and hit the hydraulics. And that's when you see that lull actually just lower down. So yeah, and it sprayed hydraulic fluid everywhere. Of course, it's under pressure. It's got a load on it. So yeah, well, it's been crazy, man. Looking at the stuff, and probably the craziest thing out of all this is watching the way that Google and everybody is trying to bury this information. You can look something up one day, and then the next day you can't find it anymore. It's just gone. Search suggestions. Right now, if you typed in Trump on a search suggestion, there should be tons of videos of this. You type in Trump, you don't get that. It's like they really are. It's 1984 in real time, where they're just erasing the truth. Absolutely, Sam. Anything above medium rare is an actually foobar steak. Don't do it. Medium rare. That's it. If a good vet can bring it back to life, it's damn near perfect. Just run it through a warm room. It'll be all right. Hockey puck steak should never be eaten. Damn right. Yeah, if you got to torture a piece of beef like that, where you just cook it down to nothing, Trump. Now that we're talking about that, because he likes his well done with ketchup, which proves he's a complete heathen. Yeah, don't ever do that. Anthony, what's up, brother? So, like I said, you guys tell me. Do you guys, especially after looking at the videos we've looked at, are any of you guys still thinking second shooter? Giant plot, because I'm open to being convinced, but I'm just not convinced with everything we've looked at. I'm still not convinced of it. Do I think the Secret Service was like, if it happens, it happens? Yeah, I think they were definitely like that. There's Bob. What's up, Bob? Hold on, it's loading. There's Bob. What's up, brother?
Hey, not much.
Oh, what you up to?
I'm just trying to wake up.
Trying to wake up? I've been there before. Hold on, what's Vanessa saying? Inspecting a new key arrived, shipping a carcass of beef at the commissary in Alaska. 35 meat cutters ran for the restroom. Dude, I worked years ago. Man, in fact, it's where I blew my back out. I worked at a meat packing plant, Slidell, Louisiana. And we had 2 USDA guys who worked in there, 1 day shift, 1 night shift. Day shift was hell on wheels for those guys. They'd shut that plant down in a hurry. Night shift, it was like a carnival. You'd walk through that plant and get hit in the freaking side of the hard hat with a big ass clump of ground meat or something. Just people goofing off. We had a good time at night. Daytime, no, they'd have had to pay me freaking $20 more an hour to work daytime in that place. I watched a freaking ribeye roll shoot about a 12-inch flame one night. And it smelled god awful. Oh, it was odd, man. I worked with some just absolute crazies in that place. 2 of the guys I worked with, well, Shorty he worked in the other end of shipping. Now, the dude we called Shorty was damn near 7 foot tall, big, skinny white dude. Dave, who was my direct boss, was probably about my height, maybe 5'7", somewhere around there. Both of them did time in the Mandeville mental hospital together. I worked with some cool guys. Let's put it, they were nutty as hell, but they were cool as shit. They were absolute riot to work with. Well, it was always interesting working that joint. Oh God, what was the name of that place? I could tell you the street it was on at the time. I can't remember the name offhand. I think it was 550 Carnation Street in Slidell, Louisiana. Thompson's Meat Packers, that's who it was. I worked for them for a while till I blew my back out.
Were any of them sober? Yes.
I
mean, it's Louisiana.
Sober's iffy. Shorty was one. He was telling me a story one night about how he got introduced to the mental facility, and apparently he had drank a hell of a lot of wild turkey. And I think he was fighting with his girlfriend driving down the road in his truck, and he jumped out of the damn driver's seat and ran face first into a telephone pole.
Yeah, to get sent to a loony bin in Louisiana, you gotta be working at it.
Oh man. Dude was telling me they were in like group therapy one night. And granted, this has been years ago and I can't remember the whole story offhand. Yeah, I think it was him and the other dude, and they're in group therapy, and there was a lesbian in there who was depressed and all that, and Shorty's big ass told her she just needed a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And like I said, Shorty's the skinnier white dude. He's damn near 7 foot tall. I watched him take hundreds of pounds of meat at one time and stick it on the top rack, and just like it was nothing. And tote a side of beef, just hook it up, man. Like shit, easier I can carry my damn 4-year-old. Dude was nothing but muscle. But it was a hoot working in that place. And strip search going in the security room, strip search going out every 4 hours. Yeah, well, I was in a place one time where we got strip search every time we came in the evenings. And I mean strip search. Not the funnest thing I've ever done in my life. Just to let the class know. So I don't know, Bob, where are you at on it? I know everybody's probably getting tired of this by now, but where are you at on this Trump shooting?
I've never thought that there was a second shooter. I think it's just some crazy kid got a bug up his ass, you know, and it seems to be, you know, more and more with these poor kids. I don't know where they get the idea that, you know, grabbing a gun and going shooting people is a good idea.
Yeah, you think?
I don't know where they're getting this. I mean, the jerk in Uvalde wanted to join the service, and I don't know why he never got in, or, you know, maybe the grandparents wouldn't sign the paperwork, but, you know, I don't know why. I'm speechless over it. I don't. You know?
Could have been serious mental issues that they wouldn't take him over.
Yeah, and that's.
You know, when you walk into the recruiter's office and they dive underneath their desks and try to hide versus talk to you, you probably have issues.
Yeah,
because they will take damn near anybody and lie their ass off to get them in uniform.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
well, maybe, and maybe it's because we're celebrating and promoting mental illness.
Yes.
You know, that they're slipping through the cracks and not getting the treatment they need. So,
are they slipping through the cracks, or are they getting pushed through the cookie cutter? Because I'm about to the point I think they're getting pushed through the cookie cutter. All them cracks are shaped like gingerbread girls with penises for some reason.
Yeah, right.
just throwing that one out there.
Girl in a dress with a dong hanging out the hem.
Yeah.
Bottom of the hemline. Are hemlines above the dong or below the dong this year?
Did you see the one? I think the match was actually last night, early this morning. Is at the Olympics. An old girl got punched about one time by the tranny and then just gave up. Said she had never been hit that hard before. So I mean, it was one of the matches at the Olympics. Girl against dude.
In
boxing? They go in, yeah, within 45 seconds, match is over. She took one clean to the nose and was like, "Nope, I'm out."
Yeah.
And it was,
I haven't
think
seen
she
any
was from Spain, and I can't remember the other one was at.
I haven't seen any trannies in women swimming at the Olympics, which is good. So, but it sounds like they're allowing them into other sports.
Yeah, it's apparently this one was boxing.
I thought the IOC had stricter rules on genders.
I know there was a transgendered swimmer from the U.S. who couldn't make it. They basically told him, "No, dude, you're not making it." But this one,
not making it and qualify,
not making it to the Olympics.
They didn't put him up, or the IOC actually had rules. You know, while you have an X chromosome, you know, you can't be in there.
I can't remember how he got shut down. And I actually I think that one went to the court somehow. And yeah, this is her. Olympic boxing, checks notes. Hold on. Yeah, she's from Italy. Yeah, if you want to talk about absolute craziness, hold on, let me find this. And I'll pulls it up. Let's do the screen share on this one. Ed, what's up, my brother? What are you throwing out, Ed? I don't have my other tab up. This one. Yeah, old girl goes into to this fight with the Trandy Dandy. And granted, hold on, this is who she was fighting.
Oh goodness, a man.
Yeah.
Just look at the shape of the above the waist for the two. You know,
Yeah.
you know that dude definitely went through puberty with testosterone in his blood.
You think? He was mainlining testosterone. Yeah, she took one hit from him and was like, "Nope, I'm done."
Yeah,
And
it's
she said
good
one
for
of
her.
she said in one of her interviews. Yeah, she said in one of her interviews she had never been hit that hard in her life, and as soon as it happened, she was like, "Nope, I'm out."
Yeah,
it wasn't happening.
yeah, I don't blame her. You know.
Oh hell no, I don't blame her. It's like what's the one in the UFC that broke that chick's orbital socket? Oh God, I'd have to look it up.
Yeah, yeah. Women's bones don't develop as thick as men's. You know, we're the
No.
ones supposed to be going out and hunting and warring. You know. So.
It's just freaking crazy, man. You get little freaking soy boys like the one who wanted to shoot Trump, and you wind them up on all this hate, and it just. I mean, everybody knew. Okay, you were sending me her. All right. Kamala Harris supports this. Oh shit! Hold on. I'm gonna have to open up another tab and pull that up. Give me just a sec. I'm gonna hit the restroom real fast. Ah. Let's see. I'm gonna have to open up. It's just, man, it's amazing to me. Let me pull this.
Yeah, Chess. Maybe he did. I mean, with security that lax, he could have. Actually, he did case the place for, you know, before that, so he could have
Yeah.
found security holes in that amount of time.
Well,
Maybe he
was
didn't need
there.
inside info.
Yeah, well, he was there, I think, a week or so earlier. Then that day, at like 5 o'clock, flew a drone around the place and then got set up. And when you see him run down the roof line, all he's doing is he's trying to get to that corner where that tree is in between him and the two sniper teams he knows about. I don't think he knows about all the other sniper teams at that point, but he knows there's those two right above Trump, and he's running down that roof line trying to get to that blind spot. And once he hits it, he gets set up. That's also, again, why I think the local guys got some shots into him before the Secret Service did. Bearded, what's going on, brother man? How you doing on this fine evening? Yeah, let me share this Edson out. There's Fluffy. Brother Fluffy, what is going on? Let's see, screen share. Is it this one or is it this one? No, this one. Yeah. Kamala Harris supports this. It's the head for this freaking I mean, this dude in women's sports, this dude is a freaking monster, and these people are just okay with him punching a bitch in the face. Eat that. Should just snatch her hand away from the ref. I don't even want anything out of this.
Yeah, all these women putting in hard work in their sport just to have somebody come in and cheat.
Just get absolutely spanked by the dude that couldn't make it in men's sports.
Yeah. Yes.
And we see it constantly. Like Lena Thompson. What was his name before Lena? It was something else. Either way.
Yeah, Leah. LIA, I think.
Yeah, what was his name before? Something Thompson. Either way, he can't make it in men's swimming. But he goes in there and just starts crushing it with women. And there were a bunch of ones in track and field, running 500 meter and all that they were coming in like 300 something out of men's sports. And they hit women's sports, and then they're smoking everybody. And it is so freaking retarded.
Yeah, I think Leah Thomas or I'm looking up this dude's real name.
Yeah, we'll dead name him
in his
on
collegiate
screen,
ranking
really.
before he, decided that
Yeah.
he was a woman.
We'll dead name him on stream. I got no problems with that. I still got to remember the one in the UFC, the tranny fighter that, like I said, broke that chick's eye socket or orbital socket. We live in clown world, man. I mean, 100%.
Wikipedia says that Thomas was born in blah blah. They didn't say born as.
Yeah.
Insert male name here.
It's no different. Like I said, we were talking about Trump, and you go to look at the Trump rally and the shooting, and they're trying to erase all that in real time. You go to search, and you don't get near the results that you should get. You go to type in Trump and shoot, you don't get no kind of suggestions. And and I said it in Paul from Legally Armed the other day. I said it in his chat the other night. It really is. It's 1984 in real time. They're just trying to erase this shit. And then they talk about freaking Trump with the
William
black
Thomas.
press corps. William Thomas. Okay, yeah. So hi, William Thomas. You know, swimming motherfucker. Well, that might get me later. I'll figure it out. Can I say? Oh, that's the one I wanted to find. Hold on. I should be able to find this one quick if my computer doesn't go stupid. This is it. Yeah, we'll show this one because this was back to the Secret Service hearing.
Yeah,
it's
William
hysterical.
Thomas was ranked 462nd as a male and
Yes.
number 1 as a female.
Yes. Think there might be a little discrepancy there.
Yeah.
And then damned if it is. Think about how, and this is the part that pisses me off with it a lot of times is think about how many women, young women, were out there working their asses off to be top in their sport. And here it is, you have a guy that's 300 and something in his sport come over there and be number 1 in your sport. It's the power lifter one was another one who, I mean, he
they have, so they're infiltrating all sports. Jesus Christ.
Dude, I have to look the power lifter up because they broke the women's world record in powerlifting, but the guy he couldn't even begin to hang with.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have, fuck it. We're on a run. We'll have to look him up in a sec because it's hysterical.
Yeah.
There was a dude who's not even a really true bodybuilder. He works out. And after this guy broke the women's world record, he walked in there and filmed himself in the gym, just pressed that shit out a few times like it was nothing. And then was like, yeah, hey, I could be a woman's bodybuilder now or a woman's power lifter. We live in clown world.
Yeah. Did this person still have the Franken beans?
Yeah.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah. Fully there, baby.
So still
oh yeah, they'd be one if you put them in a women's prison. There'd be all kinds of women getting pregnant.
Yeah.
So, and if you guys didn't see it, there's some clips I got to do with this. This was day before yesterday, I think. Yeah, I think day before yesterday. This was the Senate hearing with the head of the FBI and the now head of the Secret Service. And this was Kennedy's questions to them. And there's a couple things that pop out in this.
Senator Kennedy, you're recognized for your questions. Thank you.
And just to throw it out there, if you've never watched Kennedy in a hearing, Kennedy is hysterical.
Mr. Chairman. Mr. Abate. Am I saying your name right? Yes, Senator. Is there a collective mind of the FBI that President Trump was shot in the ear by a bullet?
And remember when Christopher Wray testified the other day, Christopher Wray said they didn't know whether it was a bullet or a bullet fragment. They knew good and damn well it was a shot passing right by his ear. But Christopher Wray was kind of trying to play it down and blow it off. And that's why Kennedy's asking this question.
Fired by the assassin crooks.
Senator, there is absolutely no doubt in the FBI's mind whether former President Trump was.
Okay, are you guys getting the audio on this good? I know the video looks like it's hanging up.
The audio is robot-y.
Yeah, because my connection's acting retarded again. But yeah, Kennedy's asking if there was any doubt whether it was a bullet that hit Trump. in the ear because Christopher Wray a couple days before said, "I don't know whether we don't know whether it's a bullet fragment, a piece of glass, or whatever." So let's see whether my connection will act halfway not retarded, which probably ain't gonna happen. Hold on, let me do this. Let me clean off some stuff I ain't using here, since my freaking connection is absolutely retarded. I still got to call my cable company. There's no way my connection should be this freaking retarded with what I'm paying for internet every month.
Doubt there never has been.
Okay.
I've been part of this investigation since the very beginning, and that has never been raised.
You're sure?
Yes.
It wasn't a space laser.
So in case my connection was and it is, I'm watching my connection speed and I want to put my head through the disc. Kennedy asked him, it wasn't a space laser, it wasn't a murder hornet, it wasn't Sasquatch that hit Trump in the ear. It was a freaking bullet. And it was an extremely close bullet, but it was a freaking bullet. Damn it, Bearded. I did not crack another Bud Light. I swear to God, you're as bad as Man Against the Masses. That fucker photoshops Bud Light in my hand all the time.
That's probably how William Thomas got into women's swimming. He was at a party and somebody gave him a Bud Light.
Oh, that's what it is?
I think it may have been, you know.
It very well could have been these days, just to say. It's just, hey, here's a Bud Light. What are you doing? Sucking dick from now on. Okay. Maybe my sense of humor went a little off the rails right there. But hey, that's what we do here. What are you doing? I'm going to Disneyland. What are you doing? I'm sucking peckers.
Bullet, Senator.
Fired
100%.
by crooks
Yes, sir.
that hit President Trump in the ear and almost killed him.
100%, Senator.
Okay, glad we cleared that up. I don't want to get off the subject here. Did the FBI just settle 2 lawsuits? One wholly, one in part.
Now, do you guys remember the whole Lisa Page and Strzok, or Page and Lisa? Yeah, something Page and Lisa Strzok stuff from when Trump was in, and they said that Trump outed them and their lives got ruined, and they sued the government for being like doxxed.
No, I was taking a break from the news or something.
They were part of the FBI and part of the intelligence apparatus that was trying to keep Trump out of office and was doing everything they could to trash him.
Oh.
I think they were some of the original ones who were in with the whole PP dossier and all that. And everybody knew who they were. It's not like they were secret squirrel spies. Everybody knew who they were. And their names popped out in some of this. And then they ended up getting in trouble because they had text messages going back and forth talking about stopping Trump from ever getting in office, some of the dirty shit they were doing. I think they ended up getting fired, and they sued the government. And apparently, it's getting settled. And Peter Strzok, he's going to get $1.2 million worth of a payoff, and Page is going to get $800,000 of a payoff out of our tax dollars. Even though they were doing everything that they could to influence an election.
in which the FBI agreed to give Peter Strzok $1.2 million and Ms. Lisa Page $800,000.
It's my understanding, Senator, that the Department of Justice was involved in that, not the FBI.
The FBI had nothing to do with it?
There may have been consultation with our general counsel's office, but
Does the FBI have to sign off on it?
I don't know the answer to that. I don't believe so, but I would want to confirm that.
I would like you to, this would be the same Lisa Page who said to Mr. Strzok, quote, Trump's not ever going to become president, right? Right. To which Mr. Strzok said, quote, no, he won't. We will stop it. That's the Peter Strzok and Lisa Page I'm talking about. I need to know if the FBI signed off on this lawsuit.
We will
on
get
this
that
settlement.
answer for you, Senator.
And then I need to know who signed off on it. Did you sign off on it?
I absolutely did not and would never sign off on something
Did Chris
like that.
Wray sign off on it, the settlement?
I don't believe he did.
Okay. You don't know what?
Nor do I think he would have.
You need to let me know who signed off on this, if anyone at the FBI. So it was Merrick Garland who agreed to do this. Is that right?
I don't, Senator, I do not know.
Well, hell,
who signed
somebody
off
had
on
to
that.
agree to it. I've settled a lawsuit before. The client's got to agree to it. You're the client.
Understood. I'm gonna direct in to the Department of Justice to answer
All right.
those
Get
questions.
me
That's-
that information if you would. Mr. Rowe, help me understand this.
There is no understanding it.
The assassin Crooks fired his first shot, as I understand it, at 6:12 p.m. He was about 150 yards away. It's been reported that the snipers, the government snipers, saw him on the roof 20 minutes before. Not 2 minutes, 20 minutes before. Is that correct?
Senator, that's the first time I'm hearing this. That is not correct.
How is this the first time you're hearing this, buddy? Considering you are the acting head of the Secret Service at this point. And is it just me? Or
Claimed
you?
he had the job for 5 minutes, is getting caught up on it.
Yeah. This dude's haircut is like offset from his head when you look at the other side of it. I don't know whether his barber didn't have a level or something, but damn. But yeah, dude, how do you not know the answer to that? And there's a lot of shit in this hearing that you can tell he is just trying to throw shade at the local guys and will not admit how bad the actual Secret Service fucked up.
Based on the information I have right now, sir.
Well, when did the FBI snipers
ATF
see him on the roof?
Secret Service.
Just Secret Service sniper, sir. I mean,
I'm sorry, you're right.
That's an
Secret
insult,
Service
sir.
sniper.
No, I'm just kidding.
I understand. I apologize. When did the Secret Service snipers, one of whom ultimately shot the assassin Crooks, first see him on that roof?
So, sir, immediately upon the shots being fired, our snipers.
I know that, but when did they first see him? You got to.
How? Another question, which I realized the snipers that were behind Trump, the two sniper teams, and the snipers that were down at the long barns with the bleachers had different areas that they were watching. And they're glassing and they're looking through scopes, and you don't have a full field of vision. But Crooks got up onto that goddamn building and ran out in the open until he set up to where that tree was blocking the sniper teams from seeing him. I understand the snipers didn't shoot him then because he didn't have his gun out then. He was at the least suspicious at the time. But if you actually had radio contact in between all of your snipers, including the local guys, as soon as he put the gun together, he would have been fucking dead. It's the absolute ineptitude of the government.
A guy lying on a roof.
Yeah.
You got snipers in an elevated position. They can look down on the roof. You got the guy lying there with a gun pointed at the former president of the United States. And they shot him. Good for them. He's now dead as Woodrow Wilson, and that's a good thing.
Dead as Woodrow Wilson. I'm going to have to work that in somewhere. Kennedy comes up with some great lines.
I'm sorry. God forgive me, but it's a good thing. But when do
Bearded, and we can look at it again. He broke that gun apart and had it in a backpack when he brought it up on the roof. So, you know how ARs are. Pop 2 pins, gun basically breaks in half. Mr. Guns and Gear had a good video where he had a backpack very similar to what Crooks carried. And it was a tight fit, but you could fit a broken down AR into that bag. And that's what he did. The bag that you see laying by the hallway that he crossed is the bag he carried the gun up in, which looked like a general backpack. Now, Bearded, he was outside of the security perimeter where he would have got searched. Everybody on that fence line, where in front of the building he was at, everybody on that fence line and back into the parking lot of that building, they just walked in, they drove in. Hell, that one dude, I'll have to throw this other guy's channel down the chat because he's been one of the ones I started watching the last couple of days, who's interviewed some people that were actually there. One of the guys just took his damn Harley Davidson and rode it around the barricade, rode it right down to the parking lot, and then walked up to the fence. I mean, dude could have had a rocket launcher in his back pocket.
did the snipers first see him?
As soon as he presented himself as a target and a threat to the president, sir.
And when was that?
When he
fires initially a volley, I believe it was 3 shots.
No, he fired at 6:12 p.m.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's the first shot.
So within 15.5 seconds of the first shot, he's
here's what
neutralized.
people are asking.
And for those of us who shoot, 15.5 seconds is a long goddamn time. Just say it. And again, that's from when they're saying the Secret Service sniper shot. And I still say the local guys got rounds into him before the Secret Service did. Pick was a JanSport backpack. It might have been a JanSport, or was it K-Swiss or something like that? It's something very similar. It's a decent sized backpack. You could get an AR down it broken down.
Yes, sir.
He was up, Crooks was up there. The snipers at some point saw him.
Yes, sir.
Our snipers, because they killed him.
Yes, sir.
When did they first see him? It has been reported.
What are you saying, Fluff? Not 100% sure. I mean, I could be wrong, Fluff. There's no doubt I could be wrong. I do, however, think I have probably the explanation that accounts for the most shots and what actually happens. I want to see the coroner's report from this dude, because I think he's got more than just one hole in his head. I think he's got some shots in that body too.
Repeatedly that the snipers first saw him 20 minutes before. That's more than a quarter in an NFL.
Now remember, the 20 minutes before he was on the ground when the Beaver or Butler County sniper team actually saw him, noticed him, and said he was suspicious. About a backpack, yeah. It was in hell. Hold on, who knows? The wife ain't home yet. I still get to play. We might do some other shit.
Football game.
Yes, sir.
You don't know the answer?
So
to
I
that?
do know the answer, sir. I'm telling you that.
What is the answer?
No,
When
they did not see him. They only
They never saw him.
No, sir.
Well,
did not.
how could they not see the guy? How could they not see him? They're in an elevated position. They're checking rooftops. They're looking around.
Yes, sir.
There's two government snipers. How could they not see him? There he was, big as Dallas, lying there with a gun pointed at the president. How could they not see him?
I believe he was obscured by that roof, sir. He did not pop up.
The roof is flat with ridges.
He's below the line where they would have seen him, sir. There is he did have concealment. I'm not going to say it's cover. He did have concealment, and then ultimately gets into firing position and fires. And within 15.5 seconds of his first shot, he's neutralized.
I've gone way over. You gentlemen need to answer these questions. Mr. Deputy Director, get me that information about those lawsuits.
All right, let me see. I'm trying to find something real quick. Hold on, let me stop sharing this and maybe it won't lag out too bad while I'm trying to find this. Should be one of the last. Oh hell, he's live right now doing a Frenchie Spies 12 gauge video. Oh shit. Damn. And I'll throw his channel out in the chat sphere. If you guys aren't following Mr. Guns and Gear, here's Mr. Guns and Gear. And he's done a lot of great content for years. And he's one of the guys that I've seen that's been real kind of level-headed talking about the shooting, only dealing with what he actually saw as a fact. I know that video wasn't that old. Where's it at? Breakdown of body cam. Maybe this was it. Let me cycle through this real fast and I'll try to find the exact spot. Now that Bearded's not in here, I can open another Bud Light.
And not getting shit for it.
Yeah, not getting shit for it. Oh man, I love you guys to death. All right, why is this not? What are we doing, computer? Why are we not doing it? Oh, because it's got the age restriction on it. That's why. Where's the part with the bag? Get the bag. Is this it? Hold on, I'll share this while we're watching it real quick. So this is Guns and Gear's channel, Mr. Guns and Gear. And this was the bag from the shooter.
Yeah, also sign up for his email. He has some, Mr. Guns and Gear has some good discounts that he shares daily.
Yeah,
weekly.
he does. He's got good discounts. He's part of I think he's on the Warrior Poets site. And I think he does some stuff with Mug Club with Steven Crowder. I mean, he's got a huge channel and he's got a lot of different things going on for sure. And he's always really been solid to watch. He's not a guy that I've ever watched, and I've watched him for a while. He's not a guy I've ever watched and been like, oh, that guy's absolutely just full of shit. Or, oh, he's just shilling for whatever. He's always seemed like he's really straightforward and, kind of what you see is what you get kind of guy, which is what I like. when whether he was doing gun reviews or armor reviews, and he does branch out into stuff like this.
So, it has been reported, that potentially the rifle itself.
We're coming up on the shooter's backpack right here, and I think it's right here where he actually talks about it. So we'll see if we're in the right spot.
Was in that backpack, could be broken down. We showed you how.
And see that cross right there? That's the Swiss whatever, right?
Yeah, Victorinox or whatever.
K-Swiss. Like I said, I think he says it right here in a minute. They basically nail it down to which model bag this is. And just judging by length and everything on it, yeah, I think you could stuff a full-size AR broken down into that bag. Especially when you look at the bag itself in proportion to everything else, especially in the aerial shots, that's not a small bag. Swiss, yeah. Fluffy, you're never wrong.
How that could be done in last week's video. That said, that backpack is on the edge for being large enough to actually break down a full-size AR-15 and put it in there. It's of being big enough. It has to be relatively big, as we showed in the last video that we did on this topic, to actually fit that in there. So that's a Swiss Gear 1900. It's close.
Yeah, Swiss Gear 1900. They nailed down the fucking model of the bag. So that's why freaking channels like his, and I know he's got a lot of people that talk to him, but that's why channels like his are so good, because they do deal in as many facts as you know. Originally I thought this little dumbass only got off 3 shots, and then I thought the 5 shots that came behind that were the locals engaging him. Now, listening to 3-4 other videos, I think he got off the 8 shots, but there are at least 2 shots mixed in with it that are local cops engaging him. And then definitely that last shot was the kill shot on him from another sniper team. If you were a leftist, you'd be looking for someone else to blame. Yeah, probably so. And this, so far, I think I've been right about a lot of this, with how he got up on the roof, why other sniper teams couldn't engage him. I still think the local cops engaged him before any of the Secret Service sniper teams did. And that he got himself into a massive blind spot that never should have been there. And every time I think about that, I think about Bob going, put fucking Bart the mall cop up there.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
Anybody, give him a cooler. Here you go. I know it's hot. Here's some beer. Don't fall off the roof. What am I seeing on the cop scope? Looks like a lever. Hold on, because if you're talking about what's on his nods, that looks basically like a bungee that would keep his nods snapped down tight or snapped up and in place. Like it's extra support, not extra support, but extra tension, basically. That's what that looks like. Now, I've never worn nods, so I'm just shooting from the hip here, kids. But that's what that looks like to me. Let's see. Hold on. Let's go to upload date on this. Forbes is really good about breaking this down into segments. So hold on. Because there were a couple others that really pushed the Secret Service and the FBI director. Of course, it was much easier to find the other day. Now you got 9,000 people, damn. Which I don't blame them, but Mike Lee was pretty good. But man, there's a lot of shit that these senators and stuff and House members are asking that, if my dumb little redneck ass can figure this shit out, you figure these people should have at least some of this nailed down by now. Oh, what the hell is this?
Yep, or why are we paying them 6-figure salaries?
Yes. Oh, what the fuck is this? Hold on, I'm fixing to expose you guys to MSNBC, so
take appropriate action.
Yeah, take appropriate action. They're prophylactics. Go ahead and take a couple shots. Not jabs. I'll give you guys fair warning. This is full share the pain rules involved. Unload everything, put it out of reach. I am not responsible for thrown phones. What's Sam saying? Broken down that bag. Well, dude, he was shooting a red dot at, say, 130 yards. And that's a really simple windage error at that point. Now, if he had been using a bolt gun with good glass, that's a kill shot all day long. There's no question. And the other thing is this little prick couldn't shoot good enough to even get on his high school rifle team, which should tell you something right there, because I'm pretty sure the dude picking his butt and his boogers at the same time is on the rifle team. And trust me, he don't switch fingers. He's using the same finger for all of it. Why do I smell shit? Because it's all over your finger and you have it in your nose right now, buddy. I'd be able to pull that shit off with a straight face, but Bob keeps laughing.
Yeah. President Trump survived an assassination attempt by a gunman on a rooftop. A remarkable admission from the acting Secret Service director, who said
enforcement officer and a 25-year veteran with the Secret Service, I cannot defend why that roof was not.
Oh, dude, Chess, yeah, there's no doubt his freaking heart was racing. His adrenaline had to be pumping like hell. And I don't think Soy Boy could handle the recoil on a 223. So I think he pulled a couple things. His heart's racing, his adrenaline's pumping, he's breathing hard. That reticle's bouncing the whole time because he can't compensate for all that heartbeat and all that breathing. And he pulls the shot on that initial shot. That's the one that skims Trump's ear. And then, 2 more shots behind that, he's just pulling shots. And then he just dumps, 5 rounds. And he ain't even nowhere near on Trump at the time. And that's how you end up with so many people in the crowd that are injured and killed.
Yeah, and it's probably at least a 2 MOA rifle to begin with.
Oh yeah, the DPMS, which I'm sure if you got a good one would be, closer to 1. I mean, hell, my PSA upper on my 10.5 will shoot 1 MOA, but
Okay, I watched a episode of Johnny's Reloading Bench, or a few of them. He was trying to make some 5.56 load, and he had his nephew's PSA, and I think the best he could get it to do was 2.5 MOA, just because of the barrel material.
yeah, there's a lot of differences in the way guns are put together, even from one like batch of guns. But I mean, I got no doubt that I slapped some gas or glass on that one PSA I got. I got no doubt it'll shoot under or shoot probably right at a 1 inch MOA. So 1 inch at 100 yards, basically.
Yeah.
Got no doubt that gun will do that, even after probably 2,000 rounds through it. But
yeah, well, he did everything to tune up that rifle, and still, could not get it to shoot as well as I think he had his own rifle was a Colt he was using, or he may have had some other, but it was a decent $1,200 to $1,500 AR was his, and it just shot. There was no comparison.
Oh well, no. I mean, once you get into better barrels, the throats are better, crowns are better. I mean, there's tons of different stuff that can go into it.
Yeah.
But I've seen people take an out of the box PSA, which is better than that DPMS, I will argue, and shoot 1 inch groups at 100, and not have an issue until they get really into where they start smoking the barrel out. In other words, they start eroding the throat of the barrel and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Then they'll start degrading from there.
Yeah.
And that DPMS in the hands of someone that could shoot, that's a makeable shot.
Yeah, it's a makeable shot. Yeah.
But you put it in the hands of someone, one, who can't shoot in the first place, and two, are under all that stress.
Yeah.
That's an easy miss shot.
Yeah.
AR and a bolt action rifle.
What did you say, babe?
Said it was also an AR and a bolt action rifle.
Well, yeah, we already covered that. Where have you been?
At work. Fixing guns and shit.
Yeah. We talked about that. If he had been using a bolt gun, Trump wouldn't have made it. All right, but again, it was the whole thing about him being able to break the gun down, put it in the bag, and who knows, his dad may have not had a fucking bolt action.
Yeah, he may have chosen the AR because he could break it down.
Yeah. So, and his dad bought the gun in 2013, from what they said, and I think it comes out in this hearing that in 2021 or 22, his dad sold him that gun. What?
You're wearing my shirt?
I couldn't find my Trump shirt with him standing up with his hand up. So yeah, I wore the Hawk Tua shirt.
Bud Light and Hawk 2 shirts. I don't like where this is going, Coop.
Look, she got the light on now. So she got me for stealing the Hawk Tua shirt.
My shirt.
She got me a Trump shirt that had the picture of Trump on the front with his hand fist up, with the Secret Service around him. I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
So I stole her Hawk Tua shirt. So Hawk Tua, even though it drives me insane to even listen to that chick, is what it is. Oh, hold on. Careful of it. What do you want? My son's. Hold on. Let me do this, and then we'll be done, and then Daddy will take care of you. Okay? Okay? Thank you. All right, let's see. Let's listen to, because I haven't seen this before, so let's listen to what they got to say, and then we'll be done for this evening.
Better secured.
Today, we pressed Attorney General Merrick Garland in an exclusive interview.
You heard the acting Secret Service director say today that he was ashamed of the security failures that almost cost a former president his life. As the nation's top law enforcement officer, how do you feel about what happened?
Look, this attack on the former president was a heinous attack on former President Trump, but also a heinous attack on our democracy itself. This was a major security failure.
That makes me want to put my head through a desk. It was an attack on our democracy. We're not a democracy. We shouldn't be anyway.
How alarmed are you that a 20-year-old was able to get a clear shot 150 yards from a former president?
So this is extremely alarming. That's why we have to find out what happened here, why it happened, and make sure it doesn't happen again.
In a hearing today, acting Secret Service Director Ronald Rowe, grilled by lawmakers.
Stop interrupting me.
Go ahead,
You
Senator.
are refusing to answer clear and direct questions.
Demanding to know why no one has been fired yet.
We are investigating this. What the
What more do you
decision-making
need to
process
investigate to know that there were critical enough failures that some individuals ought to be held accountable? I mean, what more do you need to know?
What I need to know is exactly what happened, and I need
Rowe acknowledging the assassination attempt could have been prevented if his agency had deployed technology that would have revealed the gunman flew a drone overhead 2 hours.
Look at that. That big black mark right there is leakage laying on that roof. That's before they hose the roof off. I still want to know if there's any holes in that roof right around that general area.
If I was the owner of the building, I would have cut that portion off and sold it.
No kidding.
2 hours before Mr. Trump spoke.
I feel as though we could have perhaps found him. We could have maybe stopped him.
The deputy FBI director revealing the discovery of a social media account linked to the gunman, though not yet verified.
Some of the now this, I already know where they're going with this. They try to say that he had made so many posts that were like right-wing posts, but if you look at some of his stuff that supposedly came off of Gab, it was exactly the opposite direction, defending Biden, defending lockdowns, defending immigration or illegal immigration, and they're trying to make him out to be the white supremacist against immigration, but it's all unconfirmed, so they get to say what they want, and then later on when it find out this little leftist shithead was posting the exact opposite, they'll go, well, we thought it was him.
These comments appear to reflect anti-Semitic and anti-immigration themes to espouse political violence.
While Garland telling us more about the Iranian threat against Mr. Trump and other former U.S. officials.
Our intelligence community has made clear that we believe that the Iranians are attempting to kill or injure former high government officials. This is an ongoing issue. We have ongoing investigations.
You don't think we've seen the end?
I don't think we've seen the end of Iranian plotting, no.
Meanwhile, both Garland and the FBI said there's no doubt former President Trump was hit by a bullet. Lester?
Boy, they're playing some serious cover your ass after Ray got on there and went, we don't know whether it's a bullet. We don't know whether it's this. Could have been glass.
Yep. It's fast-moving grasshopper.
Yeah. Could have been a hailstorm. We don't know. Meteorite. You know, shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Bird dropping from a supersonic bird.
Oh, God. Chess, are you serious? Because I really need to go back and start watching The Simpsons and making bets because they've been right on so much shit it ain't even funny. So I'm pretty sure they did Trump as president. I'm pretty sure they did assassination of Trump. They did murder hornets. I can't even remember how many things that the Simpsons have been right about. We live in the Matrix. We really do. Just fucking. If goddamn aliens land over the United States and start blowing up the fucking White House in the next little while, it ain't gonna be surprising. Independence Day, kids. It is. Oh, so freaking crazy. Anyway, let me try to get out of here, guys. Hopefully you guys got something out of this. Hopefully you guys had a little fun hanging out. A lot of you guys should have my email. If you've got anything you want to go over, if you've got anything you think will change my mind on second shooters or something like that, email me. Hold on, let me fix one thing because Tactical Muffin hadn't got a wrench yet. And Tactical has to get a wrench. All right, Tactical, you should have a wrench. And let's do it like always, man. You guys post all your channels. Everybody's got a channel. Sam, Chess, everybody, Tactical, post your channels in the chat real fast. We'll take a couple minutes, let you guys do that. That's one of the funnest things about giving you guys wrenches because it turns into an absolute mosh pit. But so all you guys post your channels. Hopefully everybody gets introduced. Tactical Muffin Top's a good dude for anything, prepping related, self-reliance related, like a lot of guys that we all follow. And I don't want to box his channel in that much, but that's kind of the end of the world stuff right there, where you need to be relying on yourself, take care of these things, definitely have some preps together, because it might not be the end of the world, but it might be natural disaster. There's plenty of damn different things that can happen that'll put you in a jam that you need to try to be prepared for. Sam's kind of a gaming dude. You'll see him out there posting clips of games that he's playing and just having a good time. He definitely doesn't get in and jump into the absolute horseshit we jump into all the time. It's way more fun to go watch, Grand Theft Auto or something than it is to watch the shit that we do, or I do, and you guys come along for some reason. But Sam's a cool dude, man. But all you guys definitely post them up. Chess is a guy that definitely will post a lot of stuff that, like a couple things he's done for basically how did we get here, and you go back and look 20 years ago and the government told you where they were going to go and no one listened. Chess is following up with a lot of stuff like that. The agenda stuff that the government's pushed. Chess has pulled stuff out of hearings and pulled stuff out of interviews and put that up to where, if you want to know, well, where did all this Agenda 21 shit come from? Well, Chess is throwing that kind of stuff out there. And his channel is nowhere near as painful as mine at all. And it's generally in smaller clips. Brother Sam, one of these days I got to get you on the channel. Hell, I need to do a damn get them likes, shares, and subs. I always feel fucking dirty about telling people, hey, like, share, subscribe. No one wants to put up with this amount of pain. But apparently some of us do. You guys come along for the ride, jump down all the damn rabbit holes with me. But definitely love you guys. If you haven't posted your channel yet, you guys post some damn things. And yes, Constitutional Republic is what we are supposed to be. Democracy is nothing but mob rule. And when the mob rules, you get ruled by the vast majority of people that don't know a damn thing. And all they do is vote for the people that want to give them the most free shit. They're
two wolves and a sheep voting on what's for dinner.
Yeah. And that was a very famous line. Democracy is two wolves and a sheep voting for, about what's for dinner. And the Republic was a well-armed sheep, basically having a say-so in that whole deal. And they definitely don't want us to be the well-armed into that. So, yeah, and it was a couple days ago. There was a clip of Kamala Harris basically saying she would do a bunch of executive orders within her first 100 days, do something about guns. The Reload, which is a good follow as far as their writing and as far as their YouTube content. I guess they interviewed someone from Kamala and they backed off of that hard. And we're like, nope, Kamala's not going to do that. So we'll see. I don't trust the bitch any further than I can pick my goddamn truck up and throw it. So I just honestly don't. Seen her for too damn long. And remember, she is the head of the White House Office of Gun Violence Prevention, which is basically run by Brady and Giffords. Show you where that's going. So, all you guys, man, I love you guys to death. Chess, Fluff, Tactical, Bob, the other Bob, everybody else who's been here. I love you guys to death. But let's get out of here. I'm going to go cook some dinner. Bob, what are you cooking for dinner?
I think I had it. Cooked a baked potato earlier. Living high on the hog thanks to the economy.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about it. So the only reason I'm frying fish tonight is because they're fish I caught. Yeah. It damn sure ain't because the prices are so cheap.
Yeah.
Dude, quick, I think I stopped by one of the local supermarkets down here when I got off work. Just I had to buy some general stuff for the house, buy some oil to replace oil in the fryer, a couple other things. Damn near $300.
Oh, wow.
I mean, just so yeah, that's where that's at. Anyway, guys, I love you guys. Let's get out of here, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Y'all be cool. I'm out, perps.